Hi there guys, welcome back to What Replay. Today I'm going to be doing grinding some tier 8 tech tokens. Have a look at my tech tree. What I aim to do is to unlock the front mounted SMG, which is a tier 9, but it needs 78 tier 8 tech tokens. That's the only tier 9 gun that I've got to do. Then all I have to do is the hover blades, the thrusters, and the wheels, and that'll be everything for tier 9 ready and unlocked. So back to the machine. This is the Rapier II, which started off as an evolvement of this. That was my Rapier, which I built for tier 5. Basically, because at tier 5 you've got these new electroplates, these new electroplate ones here, and I wanted to utilise a mobile lighter weight machine which used the electroplate armour, because it's really good at what it does. It absorbs burst damage, so it will take a hit, and then if it doesn't receive sustained hits after a certain amount of time, I believe 10 seconds or so, it will recharge and be back to like full operating capacity again. If it takes a sustained battering over time, it will eventually lose its energy, it'll turn black, and then it'll get shot off. So if you can like take a hit and then run away, get some cover, let it recharge, and then it's good as new basically. As I evolved it, I added some more blocks. This used to be a lot thinner up the top. The guns used to be mounted lower, but as the gun tiers increased, these are, I believe, tier 7s, I think, possibly. How many do I have? I've got no 6s, 4 7s. No, tier 6. Yeah, so they're tier 6 guns on a tier 5 machine. 5 of them you get. The more plasmas you add, it will fire up to 8 times at the same time with plasmas. But the more you have, the longer the reload is, so the reduced rate of fire. I believe 4s probably gives the best balance, but I found 5 seems to work quite well. But as I added more blocks onto it here and there, and sort of changed the design slightly, I had to reduce the wheels. It did have higher tier wheels, which made it a lot quicker. I had to put lower tier wheels on it to keep it into a tier 5. If I put the original wheels on, it moved it back to a tier 6. Excuse me. Anyway, so yeah, believe it or not, this, you can still see hints of the original design. It's got some of the electroplate left on it, some of this armour which is done sort of spaced armour style, so these aren't square blocks, they're actually the prism type blocks, like that, mounted upside down, which is like a spaced arm thing, which I'll get into in a later video. Red ones are tier 8, yellow tier 7, blue tier 6. It's kind of, as the guns got bigger, I had to just build it out at the sides, so it's a lot more solid than it used to. I mean, it used to only be like 3 blocks wide in the middle, or 4 blocks wide in the middle, so it's a lot more solid, a lot more built out. And I've tried using the armour blocks, mounted the guns on the strongest armour blocks. It's got 3 tier 9s, so that's a tier 9, the 2 at the back are tier 9, the 2 at the side are tier 10s. The way you tell the difference, each class of weapon has 5 different models, so tier 9 and 10, the guns look identical, apart from the tier 10 will have these little yellow fins on them somewhere. Basically all the even numbered guns, so the tier 8 will be the same as the tier 7, it's just got the little yellow fins, so they all look similar. Just obviously the stats are much more, they're higher CPU load, they've got more damage. I mean, the difference on these, you've got tier 9 which does 17,500 damage, and it takes up 30 p-flops, and it's got a robot ranking of 56,000. You compare that to the, holy cow, Yeah, the tier 10, which has got 21,000 damage, so it's about just under 4,000 more damage, but it's got 100,000 more in the robot ranking, which bumps it up. Obviously, so you can't. If I put one more tier 10, if I swap one of my tier 9s to a tier 10, that'll become a tier 9 machine then, easily. So I'm just going to keep it like this as it is. If I upgrade any more, like for example, if I was to upgrade one blue block to a red block, it becomes a tier 9 machine. It's that much on the limit. So I'll basically use it as it is at the moment. Finish getting all my tier 8 tokens and unlocking all the tier 9 bits, and then I can start playing with it. What I'll probably do when it gets to tier 9 proper is just strip the whole thing down, make a new chassis. 4 wheels. Four wheels is alright, it's done me, but obviously in a case of redundancy, if you lose a wheel, 3 wheels isn't that good. So I want to go for maybe a 6 or an 8 wheel design. That way if you do lose a wheel, it has less of an impact on your mobility. I can have more spaced armour around things, make proper gun turret emplacements and things like that. But that's all to come. I might do a video when I actually come to building that. But anyway, let's jump into some battles, see if we can get ourselves some tokens. It's really late at night at the moment. Borderline, well, technically it's really early in the morning. It's starting to get light. As you can see, there's not many tier 8s, not many tier 9s. And what will probably happen is we'll get put into battles that are mixed between 7s, 8s, 9s, or sometimes 8s, 9s and 10s. 7s, 8s and 9s I can handle. The battles with 8s, 9s and 10s, if you get people, some of the well-known good people, like, what's this guy? I can't remember. I think his name's the Armin van Buren. Well, that's the name of his ship. But I've seen him a couple of times the other night, and they've got like full tier 10, so it's all tier 10 armor blocks, all tier 10 guns, propulsion, etc. And I know I've got tier 10 guns. I can do damage to them in bits, but actually surviving is the issue. So I might be able to nibble a bit off of them, but they'll just tear me to shreds. So 8s, 9s and 10s. So I think we should be playing it careful in this. And there's the magic school bus that I have to say looks awesome. He's got a nice bus there. That's the beauty of this game. You get a lot of really creative people. I've seen Imperial Star Destroyers from Star Wars that look really good. There's people running around. There's one guy I saw last night driving around in a ship. I think it was called a Bismarck or something, but it looked like a proper battleship, even down to the fact that he had his wheels in a single line down the length of the hull, so he could keep the shape of the hull. It looked amazing. Looked quite tricky to drive, I have to admit. Credit to him. Right. There's some bad guys. Ouch! That hurt. Lost the gun already. Can't even see where it came from. And I've got him. Oh yes. What a shot. That I was not expecting. Oh, this is going to hurt. Got him as well. Use my alignment rectifier, which is more commonly known as a flipper. Yeah, that kill there, that guy, somebody exposed his pilot seat, so I just aimed right for the pilot seat, because if you kill the 2 blocks that the pilot seat sits on, regardless of the state the machine's in, it's an instant kill. So obviously it's very useful. You tend to either go for pilot seats or guns. be on the safe side. Hopefully they won't come back and defend. This is going to be close. If we get somebody else on the cap, we might have it. It's hard to tell, but I think our cap's overtaking theirs. Of course, if somebody comes back to defend and kills one of us, it's game over. Yeah, we should have it. Just. Good game. I survived and got a couple of kills. That's, yeah, quite chuffed with that. Let's see what I got. 1700 damage done. 16,900 credits, 18 tokens. Yeah, that's reasonable. I'm happy with that. Only 1100 for damage. That's like 16k profit. Not bad. Let's see if we can get some more. It's I've really found it a breath of fresh air, this game. After being used to playing World of Tanks, played a lot of War Thunder recently as well. And in War Thunder and World of Tanks, I mean, you guys know if you play them yourself, it gets really frustrating sometimes when you get bad teams, people doing stupid, idiotic things on the teams, team killing. In War Thunder, you get people ramming all the time, and just people flying overpowered planes all the time. Bomber base rushes and things like that. And this, when I started playing it, even though the basic concept is the same, two teams fighting against each other, because you've got the freedom to create whatever you want, and some people do some really ridiculous designs, it's just so much fun. And I think I must have been grinning from ear to ear the first couple of hours I was playing this. I just found it so funny. Seeing people that have only got one wheel and a chair just driving around trying to survive at the end of a battle. It's ridiculously funny. I'm a bit reluctant to say it, but it's almost a stress-free online multiplayer game. I know all you guys that play online games like me, that I've done for years. When you try and play it reasonably well, being competitive, it does get quite stressful. Excuse me. But this one, I just find it really good fun. Right, what have we got in here? Nobody I recognise. Excuse any strange noises you might hear or any funny breathing, that'd be me smoking. Bad habit, I know, but smoking and gaming goes together for me. Oh my god, sorry, didn't mean to drive into the front of you. You just drive around shooting all the time. It's not going to get annoying. Looks quite cool, is a little electroplate clad machine. Spots on them. It is really hard shooting at flying guys when you've got plasma, because they fire with an arc. They do like area of effect. It's really tricky. But when you do get that hit and you one-shot them, it is just so satisfying. You can almost feel them raging through the internet at you. Sure if that was somebody over there that he's shooting at. Some railgun beams. Hoping they're ours and not theirs. Yeah, they've got a lot of flying ones, which is going to be quite tricky. Put myself in harm's way. I'd hope that some of these guys that have got SMGs would go for the flyers. I feel a bit cheeky there, a 1% kill, it's almost kill stealing, but hey ho, do what you do. Get that guy's electric plate off. No, he's got an ejector seat. He's basically just a seat on some thrusters now. Never gonna get him. Ah, somebody got him. Good job. Right, where's the last guy? Who knows? See what I mean about having 3 wheels and trying to control it? Gets a bit challenging. Now, I can hear the sound to say that we're capping, but I can't see the capture bars at the top of the screen, which is a bit strange. Head over there anyway. Is it lagged out or? Oh no, that's why, because there was an enemy on the cap. So unlike in World of Tanks, for example, you sit in the cap and the only way to stop them capping is to kill them or shoot them. In this one, if you go onto the cap circle as well, it stops the capture bar moving, so that's why it wasn't going. It's a bit strange that 2 of our guys want a cap. Maybe they didn't have any guns left. Hey ho, that was a ranked battle as well. Did decent amount of damage, decent amount of credits, decent amount of tokens. Bit more repairs, but I'm still happy with that. It's over 10,000 credits profit. Levels coming along nicely. 41. What did I need? 78 I think I needed for... yeah, 78 to unlock the next gun. So over halfway. Hovers, flyers. There's that guy again. Cool shape there. Actually a stereotypical, it's what this game called gun bed, which is basically a flat, basically this looks like a set of steps with wheels covered in guns, and you have it stepped so that each layer of guns is a cube higher, so you can fit more to it. Not a very imaginative design, but quite effective because it means you can have a lot of guns on target. I think these higher tier battles you need to keep an eye on the skies as well. Lots of flyers. Oh, it's a good hit on him. taking a lot of hits. Not sure if that was from those guys over the other side, or maybe there was a flyer above me. Oops. This is where the trusty old alignment rectifier comes into play. And also the recoil of a plasma cannon can help. I think I've had it. Yeah, did not want to get stuck in there. That was a bit of a fucking excuse me, a bit of a silly move for me there. Yeah, so there's a gun bed. Now he's got tier 10 SMGs, which looks like tier 8 armour with some tier 10 armour on it. Possibly tier 10 wheels. See, those guns made short work of that guy. He went through it like a knife through butter. So I don't know, when I get to the higher tiers, like 9 and 10, I don't know if I'll go for a design like that. I might try and be a bit more creative, a bit more imaginative. I mean, they may work well, but I'm sure you could have the same basic concept, but come up with something that looks a bit more interesting. What else have we got? Looks a bit like a scorpion, I suppose. Now that's all tier 10 black. Looks really nice. Although that looks to me to be the same design. There's a tier 7 one, like a pre-made bot you can buy. I think that's the tier 7 design, just redone with tier 10 armour. May be wrong, but looked like it. Don't think did anywhere near as well then. No, not much damage, 12,000 credits, and bigger repairs, 6,500 repairs. Ouch. Yeah, queued for a rank battle. Basically, the way it works is ranked battles are only open for 2 minutes, and it's every, I think in a 10-minute period, 2 minutes of it are ranked battles, 8 minutes of it are standard battles. That may be right, maybe 7 minutes are standard. And the results you get from your ranked battles are calculated and put onto your friend's leaderboard at the moment. Later on, an upcoming patch, the ranking's actually going to go to the Robo Leagues, and you'll get different little classification titles by your name, depending on what score you've got, what your average tier is and things like that. So that could be quite interesting, actually be able to see how you're doing against the rest of the community as a whole, rather than just the people on your friends list. Because a lot of the time it just turns out that it's the people that play more often that tend to have the higher scores, because obviously they'll play in more ranked battles. Flyers just going to be bombarding that. Let's see. Go around and help them guys. Try and get behind them. Hopefully not run into anyone else. Keep eyes open around there, that looks alright. There's one of them down. Two of them down. more of them up the top. Drive up the wall. Get stuck. One gun left and my pilot's a bit exposed, so this could be dangerous. No guts, no glory though, as they say. What have we got up here? Yes! Cheeky kill. Dead. I hate hitting flying people, he's going to shoot my gun off. Oh, he shot my gun off. Why am I sitting there getting killed? He's going to come around the other way and get me. Oh shit. I can see it coming. Maybe he's going back to help defend. I don't know. I can't help but think he's going to come around that corner and nail me. I can't really do anything because I've only got one wheel. Hopefully they'll cap it out and win before I die. So I think you get more rewards. You definitely get less repair bills. I think you get more rewards if you survive a battle. That was quite a fun game. It's quite tense. It was good for a ranked one as well. 3 kills, decent damage, 4 scouts, 2 assists, decent credits, and 20 tokens. Quite chuffed for that one. We've got 64 tokens, getting there. What do I think? I'll unlock the next gun and we'll call that a video. Don't want to run it on too long. No idea how long it's been running at the moment. The good thing about it, the battles tend to be quicker. You can get through probably some battles done like 2 or 3 minutes. Some of the higher tier ones a bit longer, might be like 4 or 5 minutes. But definitely can be quicker than they are in War Thunder and World of Tanks. Once you get into a battle, those. Who have we got here? Anyone I recognise? No, don't think so. Somebody called Markiplier with some numbers. I know Markiplier's an American YouTuber, big gaming YouTuber, but if that was him, I doubt he'd have numbers. Never know, it might be. Maybe somebody stole his name. Where's the rest of the team? Anyone coming this way? A couple of guys. never too keen about coming this way. It's more of a backline support vehicle rather than a frontline brawler. I tend to lose my guns and my wheels really quickly. Let's go and see if we can hurt some people around here. Whoa. Oh, there's a plasma fire. How did I miss him there? Jesus. Well, unusual situation here. I've got more guns than I have wheels. It's practically impossible to control. Oh my god. I'll keep spinning around and might be able to get into a position where I can shoot at something. Or die. Which is just as likely. Goods up, hands up, don't shoot. Well, considering I've only got about a third of my machine left, I'm quite impressed I've actually managed to survive and make it that far across the map. I don't think I did that well damage-wise, but that was quite good fun. 1200, that's not too bad. And we have 78 tech tokens. How much do I need for that gun? 78. That's handy. So that's all the guns done. 2 more to unlock, tier 9. You can see the tier 10 plasma launcher and the tier 10 SMG are used free XP, so to speak. You get GC, that's your premium game currency. What you can do is, let's say, any unspent tech tokens you've accrued, you can convert into Uber tech points. The Uber tech points are then you can use to convert into anything, so it costs 96 Uber tech tokens. One thing I was a bit disappointed is it's 96 normal or 96 tech. Say you've got 50 normal, you can't convert 46 into Ubers and blend the two together, it's only one or the other. So basically I had enough to do, once I'd researched the tier 9 of each, I had enough to do just to convert and get the tier 10 ones and have 99 left over. Just wasn't too bad. Anyway, that's mission achieved. One new thing unlocked. Made about another, what, 58,000 credits as well. Not bad. Halfway through to my next level. I think we'll call it a day for this video then. Well, thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Any comments or anything, just feel free to share below. Any advice or tips, feel free. I'm a relative noob. There's bound to be flaws with this design that loads of people would pick out. It's not the best design by any stretch, but yeah, it seems to be effective. I have fun with it. I could do better. I'm just lazy, really. I haven't been asked to fucking redesign it. There's one thing about this game: you can sit down and play it for like 2 or 3 hours and not even go into a battle. Just be trying to play around with different designs because you can go into a practice arena and practice with it. But babbling on again. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.